Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, and let's get into it. Okay, so there was a fan question about Jamal and his new wife's wedding. Okay, it was giving wicked. She had on this pink bedazzled jumpsuit, and he had on this green, suit. And I don't really know a lot about men's fashion, okay? I just know what I like and what I don't like. Like, I see that and I like it. I see that and I don't like it. That's all I know when it comes to men's wear, okay? That's something that I do want to get into, is like a little bit more knowledgeable about men's fashion. I should know this because I have people in my family that are actual fashion people, but whatever. We ain't talking about me. So this is the thing about Jamal's new marriage. Earlier in the season, if you keep your ear to the street, like I keep my ear to the street, then y'all know when Giselle made a comment about, what's her name? I think her name is Miss Carrie Baby on Instagram, but I think her real name is Dr. Carrie Bryant. I think that's how you say it. I don't got time to look these people up, but I think that's her name. We're going to call her Miss Carrie Baby because that's what she said her name is, okay? So I think Wendy brought it up while they was on their trip to Panama. She brought up something about Jamal's getting married. And somebody said, oh yeah, people say y'all look alike. And Giselle was like, I've seen her in person. She don't look nothing like me. I wouldn't see her and think she looks like Giselle. I wouldn't say that they look alike. I wouldn't say that. But I think she's cute. I think she has a nice little figure. She's a pretty lady. She and Jamal are, in the same business, if you will. They're both pastors, they're both doctors in theology. Y'all know, she not ugly. I don't know. Obviously, I feel like there's some sensitivity there, so I don't think it was a very nice thing for Giselle to say she's not even in my league. But I don't care. As far as Giselle saying, oh, she's not in my league, I think it was rude because you're kind of saying that you're better than her, you look better than her, and it was like, girl, I don't know. I think that Dr. Carrie, Miss Carrie Baby, she's cute. And I don't really understand what the wedding was about. I guess she just wanted to have fun. It's her wedding. You only have one life. Do what you want to do. If she wanted to have a Bride of Chucky wedding, that's her business. I didn't pay for it, so I don't care. And it's so funny to me how Giselle is saying all of this because we saw your wedding pictures. Yo. Shut up. Anyways. Let me not be shady for once. Giselle saying that her girls don't have a relationship with Miss Carrie Baby. That's because Jamal don't want his girls to have a relationship with Miss Carrie Baby. Because if he wanted that, it would be that. I find it funny that she even made... I know too much for my own good. Okay, so this is the thing. I told y'all earlier in the season, Miss Carrie Baby been around Jamal since Jamal and Giselle were pretending to get back together season 5. They've been dealing with each other. When Monique did the binder thing at the season 5 reunion, I was very curious. So I went snooping. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Because I was in the house, okay? I was bored in the house bored, okay? That was 2020. We was all bored in the house bored. I went snooping because I was like, who is this girl? What does she look like? I want to see visuals. And when I went looking for the lady in the binder, I came across Miss Carrie Baby. And I thought, is she the lady in the binder? We found out she was not the lady in the binder because the lady in the binder came forth and was like, no, I am her. She is me. I'm the one that gave Monique all this information, right? But Miss Carrie Baby had to be in the mix. Miss Carrie Baby had to be dating Jamal at the time. Because why would she pop up when I'm looking for who Jamal is dating? Why would she pop up? Jamal had dealings with this lady back in 2020 when Giselle, you were pretending as if you and him had a relationship. And when it was announced, when Jamal and Miss Carrie Baby announced their engagement at church and that video went viral, Giselle congratulated them. And she said she was happy for them. So now why are you shading Miss Carrie Baby in her wicked theme wedding? What is that about Giselle? I don't understand. And for her to say, well, she hasn't had a relationship with the kids, I don't know. Did you have a relationship with Jamal's other kids, Giselle? Did you have a relationship with them? Do your daughters have relationships with their siblings? Because I saw people kind of like, you know, judging Miss Carrie Baby. And it's like, does your kids have relationship with their siblings? Because that to me is more important. Remember when Grace was going off to college and they had like a little brunch with Karen and Raven was giving Grace all this, you know, girl, this is what college is like and da 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 da. That was real lovely. But I brought up the question, does Grace talk to her older sisters? She talk to them? I don't know how many kids Jamal got in total because I ain't got into that man's life like that, but I know for a fact that he has 2 daughters that are older than Grace. Does Grace have a relationship with them? Why are you trying to call out Miss Carrie Baby? Did you make sure that your children had good relationships with their siblings? The people want to know, Giselle. But anyway, now Ashley pretending that she's upset that Wendy called her new boo, what's his name, Jack Harlow? Girl, bye. It's better than what I was calling him. I was calling him Grown Dean because I feel like he looked like what Dean will look like in the future. Okay, he looked like Grown Dean to me. First of all, that man's feelings can't be that damn sensitive, okay? He can't be that soft. That man went on national television with his hair on his head like that. His feelings are not easily hurt, okay? He was not hurt by nothing Wendy said. Try again, Ashley. Try again. Girl, bye. I'm with Wendy on this one. After the way y'all played in Wendy's face, season 5 and season 6, was it 6? It was season 6 and season 7. The way y'all played in Wendy's face, I'm with Wendy. Ashley really fixed her mouth to go to Wendy and ask Wendy, are you and your husband switching things up in the bedroom? Because there are rumors out here that he has been cheating on you and he has a baby on you. Wendy is better than me. Wendy not the type of Gemini I am. And that's why the bitch is successful. That's why Wendy is at the White House. Because me, if Ashley would have said some mess like that to me, Michael Darby would have sued me. Michael Darby would have sued me instead of Candace. The way I would, oh my gosh, I would have dragged Ashley's poor feelings. If Ashley would have said that to me about my man, and all the stuff we know about her man, there is literally a picture of your husband in his drawers that a escort posted. There is a video of a conversation between him and an escort. There was pictures on Grindr. You wouldn't be telling me nothing about me and my man, baby. Wendy calling this man Jack Harlow, girl, you're going to be just fine. I was 100% on Wendy's side when it came to that. You tried it, Ashley. Girl, bye. Now, y'all know how I feel about Kiana and Greg, so I don't really want to get into that. My feelings haven't changed. We saw a video from Kiana where Kiana was saying that her and Greg are friends, and I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I'm gonna mind my business. I feel like I've expressed myself enough on their relationship. At the end of the day, Kiana's grown and her mama, she got her mama. Her mama could tell her what to do, okay? I'm gonna keep my opinions about Kiana and Greg's relationship. I've already told you my opinions on Kiana and Greg, okay? I don't got nothing else to add to it. You know what's crazy? I've been sitting here running my mouth and I totally skipped over the pep talk that Andy had to give Mia to come back and film the rest of the reunion. What was Andy's? Andy just be saying anything. Andy said, Mia, the fact that you feel shame just goes to show that you're a good person. Okay, Andy, if you say so. Andy, I don't know where you got that from. I guess. I don't think that Mia felt, she don't be feeling embarrassed. Someone who feels shame doesn't behave the way Mia behaves. I don't think she feels any shame. I don't. I think Mia might be a sociopath, low key, like for real. Like she got a little bit of it in her. I think she acts out how she see other people act, right? Ain't that what they say a sociopath is? So like in a moment she thinks normal people would cry, she pretends to cry. When she sees other people laugh, she pretends to laugh. I don't feel like Mia is a dangerous person. I'm sorry. Mia could never be nowhere near me, okay? Honestly, I think that I just go away from me with this, Apollo. Just go. Now, Miss Stacy. Stacy has really kept me entertained this season. I'm not even gonna lie. She was a pleasant surprise because I didn't think I was gonna be into her at all. But towards the end of the season, I really feel like the mask fell off of Stacy, and I really feel like Stacy is a fraud. Like, I really do. Like, it looks like they're probably going to bring her back next season, and I'm curious as to what she's gonna bring because, like I said, I think she's a fraud. Maybe next season she'll come with more real, I don't know. But this little side beef that she got with Vivian is funny. Like what she was saying was funny, but it was like, so if y'all don't know, before this episode, no, I think this episode had aired. Y'all saw that Vivian dressed the women for Stacy's charity fundraiser or whatever for the dogs, right? And the dress that she wore, apparently Ashley wore the dress first. Vivian ordered that dress for Ashley. Stacy saw that dress and wanted the dress. At the reunion, Stacy is claiming that Vivian dressed her the same as Ashley and she's dead to her because of it. And it was like really funny, except Stacy be acting a little slow because why would you say something like that where everybody can jump on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and tell their side of the story? Because according to Miss Vivian said she let you know. You saw the picture of Ashley wearing that dress and you insisted on having that dress. And the crazy part about it is Ashley probably wore that dress a little bit better than you. You and your two-tone ensemble you had on your head did not go. Like, you didn't look great. You didn't look great. Okay, you didn't look... Yo, no shade. No shade. But Stacy is literally Hardwig soft life. She is the embodiment of Hardwig soft life. Like, yeah, I just found it really weird of Stacy. Like, why would you lie on Vivian like that when you know she could easily set the record straight? Now you looking like a fool. Now I see why you took a liking to Mia. Because you a liar just like Mia's a liar. Both of y'all weirdos. Y'all don't got a lie to kick it. Why do y'all keep doing all this weird stuff? Anyway, I forgot. Vivian also let us know that Stacy had gotten several dresses from her and she returned all the dresses back funky. It's that natural deodorant. That natural deodorant will embarrass you every time, girl. Anyways, so now it's Mia's segment and they brought Jacqueline out and she's with child and congratulations to her. But she's trying to be evasive about who her baby daddy is. Girl, we don't care. Okay, we barely care about you. We damn sure don't care about a baby daddy we do not know. We don't care about the baby daddy you showed us. Okay, no shade, but that's just how I feel. That's just what it is. Okay. When they're running Mia's packet and she's crying and she's dabbing her eyes, I'm instantly annoyed because it's like, girl, you're sitting there giddy with the biggest smile, smiling from ear to ear when they're talking about Stacy and they're talking about Karen and dragging Karen. Karen's life is literally in shambles at her age, in her 60s. Karen is sitting in jail right now. And you were laughing and ha ha ha, I said it. I told y'all she needed help. Blah, 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 blah. You're doing all of that. But when it's time for you, now you want to cry. Girl. And them tears did not faze anyone because they got in that ass. They did. When I say the tag team with Wendy, Giselle, and even Ashley got herself a couple of licks in, it was chef's kiss. I enjoyed every second of them getting Mia together. I don't give a damn who didn't like it. I loved it, okay? And y'all know I don't like Giselle. And this changes nothing. I'm still mad at Giselle. And I'm still gonna be mad at Giselle until Giselle really comes out here and own up to what she did to Candace and Chris. I'm still not gonna say it for Giselle. But I like it when a housewife shows up to the reunion and they do their job. And Giselle, Wendy, they did their job. They got Miss Mia together. And I appreciate that. I loved it. I'm sorry. I loved every bit of it. I really did. The last time Giselle did well in a reunion was season 1. And even in that season, Katie was eating her up. But she wasn't no punk. Like, she took her licks. And that's back when I used to love Giselle. I don't love Giselle no more, okay? She gonna have to do way more than this to get me back on her side. But this deserves a first chair, okay? This deserves first chair. I was very pleased with the way that they dragged Mia, because she deserved it. It's what she deserves. Now, Giselle is out for blood. I told y'all, Giselle don't move like everybody else moves, okay? I told y'all when she came for that lady's daughters, Giselle is very covert how she moves, okay? Giselle throwing it out there that Mia does not even live in Maryland. She don't live in the DMV at all. She said she don't live in DM or the V. DC, Maryland, Virginia, she don't live in none of them places, okay? She lives in the great state of Georgia. She lives in Atlanta. She don't live in Maryland, Potomac, Maryland. No, that's not where Mia resides. That's grounds to get you fired, Miss Ma'am. Giselle calling her out and saying she doesn't live here. She only flies in to do her interviews and she leaves. And I've seen people and people have let me know. People have told me. She's trying to get you fired. She's trying to get your ass up off this show. See, y'all wanted to see Giselle curse that lady out. I did too. Because I don't like when people mess with kids. I do not like when people mess with kids. I don't. And so her trying to slut shame those young girls pissed me off. And I very much wanted to see Giselle cuss Mia out. But see, she don't move like that. What she did at this reunion, that's what she does. That's what Giselle does. Giselle's trying to get you fired. That's why she said she don't live here. Because they were like, well, why would you say that? Because she wants you off her show. She's trying to get you up out of here. See, Giselle had to be very careful how she came at Mia, because I believe Mia has dirt on Giselle. But now it looks as though Giselle got more dirt on you, Mia. Now, Wendy said everything to Mia that I have been telling you guys this entire season. Jacqueline, Gordon, Ink, Mia, PP, they're all in this together. Shout out to High School Musical. They're all in this together. They well, I don't know who concocted this, but they all planned this out preseason and we're watching a script. I told y'all. It's so obvious. It is so obvious. Ink, he wanted to be on TV. He wanted the exposure. Everybody knows, you know, what comes from this platform. And he wanted a piece of it. Gordon, he has no choice but to go along with it because this is his wife. Number 4, he had to do what he wanted her to do. The same thing with Jacqueline. Jacqueline wanted to be on the show. They're all in on this together. Mia was crying. And then when Giselle them started talking, where was the tears? Where was the makeup? Where was the running tears? Nothing. We didn't see nothing because she wasn't really crying. She's a sociopath. She's a liar. They all cooked this up for our entertainment and nobody was entertained. And I hope you get reprimanded for this. I really feel like Carlos King is funny. I'm sorry, but I really feel as though Carlos King and some of the producers on this show gassed Mia up to tell this lie. She was gonna lie regardless, but I really feel like they put some fire under her and made her really feel bold to come to us with these crazy ass stories. It was too many lies to keep up with. If you are doing IVF, Now, she said she wasn't doing IVF. She said she did IUI. That's how she said she conceived her son last reunion. This reunion, she did IVF to conceive her son. So you mean to tell me you're married to a man 30 years older than you, and y'all doing the business, and you can't get pregnant, so you decide to go and spend your money at a fertility specialist. You go to do fertility treatments to get pregnant, and you mean to tell me you can't keep your knees together long enough so that you get pregnant for your rich husband, your rich elderly husband? You couldn't keep those knees together long enough to do that? You, in between fertility treatments, was still servicing ink? You was still getting it in with ink? Did you not think about that? Did you not think about how that looks? I know Mia has a friendly cooch, but she ain't that ridiculous. Can't nobody be that crazy. There's no way. And they called your ass out, and that's why you got embarrassed. That's why you got embarrassed. Wendy said, no, ma'am, that ain't gonna work. The only thing I wanted Wendy to do, or Ashley to do, or Giselle to do, anybody to do, is verbally ask Mia, you mean to tell me you were spending money taking fertility treatments and you were still sleeping with ink raw? You were still doing that? That was what I wanted them to ask her and have her answer. Then she could leave. That was the only thing missing from the reunion, is y'all should have asked her straight up. So you was still sleeping with ink while you was getting fertility treatments? They came close, but they didn't quite hit the nail on the head. Then she tried to say, well, the reason why I thought maybe he could have been the father is because there was an overlap. And then Wendy was like, nah, baby, before they even do anything, they're going to give you a pregnancy test. Well, no, you can't find out. She was like, no. They test your blood. They would know for sure if you were pregnant before they start the treatments. And she just looked like a buffoon. The buffoon that she is. She looked crazy. Well, she didn't look crazy to me because I already knew she was lying. I knew she was lying. I know this whole thing was some bull crap. Let me tell y'all where Mia made a mistake. Let me tell y'all where Mia messed up at. Mia been lying since she stepped foot on this show, okay? We all know this. But this season, not a lot happened. Okay, Candace is not there to distract anybody. Ashley don't got no storyline. Wendy don't got no storyline. Giselle ain't got no storyline. Kiana barely got a storyline. Stacey's storyline is bogus too. You decided to really draw these women in to your foolishness on the season where there wasn't much going on. So this time, they had time. They had ample time to break down your lies and put it on blast. The whole reunion was about Karen. So they had enough space to break down your lies and be like, girl, you're lying. Girl, you're lying, you sound stupid. Nah, that wouldn't work because they would have given you a test. Nah, you're lying about that, girl. People see you going back and forth. You don't even live over here. Where do your kids go to school? Oh, they're in private homeschool, yeah. How convenient. Mia, you looked a fool. I don't care that she cried. What is Carlos King's homeboy, Dustin? He said it perfectly. She can go. We tired of seeing you anyways. Go ahead and get out of that dress. If you was crying because that dress was uncomfortable. You wasn't crying for nothing else because you're a liar. And Carlos King was shocked. No, Carlos King, don't be shocked. You set that girl up. Carlos, you gassed that girl up to go and make a fool of herself. Carlos. You did your girl wrong. You let that girl make a fool of herself. You shouldn't have never gassed her up the way that you did. This is your fault too, Carlos. Then when she was leaving and she was like, oh, not my kids, not my kids. Giselle was like, no, we didn't talk about your kids. We talking about you. You are behaving like a bad mother. You are a bad mother. I'm not talking about your kids. I'm talking about you, bitch. You the raggedy one. Not talking about your kids. I was proud of Giselle. I ain't even gonna lie. I enjoyed Giselle on this reunion. I really, really did. And she was looking cute. And that dress was cute, and the makeup and the hair, everything was on point. The nails were a little bit too much. I think somebody said they were press-ons. They were just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. They probably were free. Somebody probably sent them nails to her for free, and so that's just what that was. But Giselle, you was on point this episode. You really were. With Mia is I really feel like the child's paternity just took it to a different level. Like, if you wanted to say that you were getting a divorce from Gordon and you were together with Ink and you was dipping and doing it and you were doing all the things, all the grown adult things, that's your business. But as far as the child is where it just went too far for me. Like I said, last reunion, right? Gordon hit up Chris and Eddie to say, hey, I got some tea on Mia. If y'all want to know something, if your wives want to know something about Mia, I'm going to tell y'all. That was a scheme. That was a set up. Because who does that? At his big age, at his very, very mature age, why would he do that? It was a scheme and a plot they all set up, right? And then when Wendy said Gordon told them that Ink thought that Jeremiah might still be his son, and he showed up to your house causing a scene, said, I'm here for my son, I'm here for my son. That's when it was just like, I stopped listening at that point. Like, I wasn't believing her no way, but I was just like, Mia, girl, bye. Mia saw all the attention that everyone else was getting and she wanted some attention too, okay? Last season, Ashley was going through her never-ending divorce. All that stuff with Candace, Chris, and Giselle was going on. Robin and Miss Canada and Juan's situation was going on. Everybody had something going on. And then Monique was getting a divorce from her husband, and she not even on the show. Everyone was reporting how the former Real Housewives of Potomac star was getting a divorce. Mia could not stand watching everybody have this attention, and she didn't have none. So she did what she did. I told y'all from the beginning, Mia is a liar. Mia's a liar. Who? Okay, let's say you did have an affair on your husband and you got pregnant by another man, but you and your husband have been raising this child together. You didn't secretly test your baby to make sure you knew what was what. That's what anybody, or if you didn't want to know, you didn't want to know. But this man comes to your house and disrupts your household and says, I'm here to pick up my son that doesn't know me to be his father. And then you continue having a relationship with this weird, unpredictable, chaotic individual. It never made sense. You did too much. You did too much, Mia. Too much. And you deserve to be ashamed in this moment. You really do deserve to be embarrassed because you did too much. Last season when she said, I did IUI to conceive my son, that should have been the very last we ever heard of your son's paternity. That should have been it. We should have never heard nothing about it this season. It doesn't matter who brought it to the show. We should have never heard anything about it. I conceived my child doing IUI. Finish. This season, you shouldn't have came back talking about it. Your man shouldn't have came on there talking about it. It shouldn't have been talked about. It should have been done. You should have laid that to rest last season. Once you said that at the reunion, that was it. You made it your entire storyline. That and then your husband... Kiana said that she was doing elderly abuse towards G. It did give that. But honestly, I don't care. I'm not here to advocate for G. I'm here to advocate for the little boy and the little girl because this is a mess. If Jeremiah's paternity is in question, that means the little girl's paternity is in question. I think the oldest child, his paternity is in question if you really think about it. Do you know? All of this for what? To look like a fool on television? Now as for Gordon not wanting to film. Kiana, you a fool. Kiana said this was elderly abuse. She really wasn't lying. It did look that way, okay? When Mia is explaining herself to Eddie, it really looked like she's sitting in the principal office. She's full of crap, okay? She's full of it. Her saying that, well, Gordon and Ink were getting along for a full year, and then when it was time to film, they weren't getting along. Mia, it does look like elderly abuse. I'm sorry, it does look like that. Like, I know I'm laughing at it, but the more I'm thinking about it, it did look that way because, so last season, and this is why I've always felt like Gordon and Mia were full of crap. They all lying. All of them are liars, right? Season 8. the entire time, Mia and Gordon were getting along just fine. They were the best of friends. They were sitting around laughing at Karen's relationship with Ray, laughing at Ashley's divorce. Like, they were kikiing. They were the best of friends. Y'all hooked up with, y'all did the double date with Juan and Robin, and Mia was all in Juan's business and asking questions and trying to hold Juan accountable. Everything was everything. You were getting along great with Gordon. The season literally wrapped. Y'all were done. The cameras were down. And it's my understanding that once Mia announced that she was getting a divorce from Gordon, they put the cameras back on and filmed that scene in the kitchen where Gordon says, if you want fair, go to the carnival. Y'all was there. Y'all saw it with me, right? So y'all were getting along the entire season. And now I understand it might be a little confusing, but they were getting along and they were the best of friends the entire season. Y'all wrapped the season and then they picked the cameras back up after the announcement of a divorce. Why? Because Mia needs attention. She is starved for attention. Okay? Then we get to the reunion for season 8 when everybody had on their black dresses, right? And they're backstage. Mia's FaceTiming Ink. And Ink is like, oh, hey, saying hi to Gordon. Gordon's like, hey, Mr. Ink, how you doing? This man that was just yelling at you in the kitchen on the finale episode, now he's, hey, Mr. Ink. Mia liked how that was perceived. Like, ooh, Mia got her boyfriend and her husband greeting each other on FaceTime. Mia watches the comments. She reads social media comments. She knows what's up. So I feel like from that, she said, I want to look like the big pimp. I want to look like, you know, the big mama having this man and that man and this man and this man, everybody fighting over me. That has been Mia's thing all along anyways. If y'all remember season 6, her debut season, when she came on there and she was straight and walking around through the house. Remember when Candace said she gonna put a crack in the foundation with her big old feet? Do y'all remember that scene? Because Mia is starved for attention, especially male attention. And she loves looking like this goddess that all these men want. And that was supposed to be her storyline this season. And Gordon was like, I don't want to film that. Which I don't really believe Gordon. Because if you don't want to film, don't show up to filming. Don't put on a mic pack if you don't want to film. Don't put on a mic pack. Don't do any of this. Like I said, they all liars. All of them are liars. All of them are liars. But it did look like you was strong-arming Gordon to get on TV and pretend like he's getting along with Ink. It do look like that. And then when the cameras are down, then you're like, oh my God, he's manic. But then whenever he's on camera, he seems like a very logical person. He seems like his mind is right. You're the one that seems like you're not right up here. You the one look cuckoo and delulu. It's you. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the script was. I didn't read the script. But clearly, these people, they was playing in our faces. And you could tell Jacqueline wanted to jump in so many times to help Mia. She tried. And every time she tried, it was just like, girl, you suck. You suck, okay? You're not as quick on your feet with the lies like Mia is. Y'all just both look like two idiots. All of y'all just look crazy as hell. Then when she got up, Jacqueline didn't even go chase. Nobody even cared. When she got up and left, no one cared. Andy was like, girl, bye, go ahead and go. You was tired. You was getting that ass spanked. And you deserved every lick. My thing really is, who, man or woman, nobody wants to get on TV and be clowned. Who the hell wants to get on TV and their wife is like, yeah, I got a boyfriend and a husband? That man been married 4 times. I don't think he imagined his 4th marriage. I don't know. Like I said, they're all clowns. All of them are fools. I don't care about none of them. They're all clowns, okay? All of them. Because Gordon, it is a little bit of what you deserve to look like a fool, because you really looked at yourself in the mirror and you looked at Mia. Mia's almost 30 years younger than you. And you really thought, she loved me. You done been married 4 times and you really thought that, yeah, I don't know. I think Gordon was wise to not bring himself to this reunion because he didn't want to continue looking stupid. And that's just what that is. I'm sorry. It pleased me to see Mia get done the way that she got done. It really did. It really, really did. I know I'm not supposed to feel that way, but it did, because she just lied too much. Like, I told y'all, her lies needed to be clocked. And the way that they turned her every which way but loose, and she had to run off that stage, it pleased me. That's what you wanted. Playing in everybody's face like this. You thought that you thought you just could lie. You can continue lying and nobody was going to say nothing. And I think if Mia would have kept that her personal story, she might have been able to get away with it. But it was the way that she would hijack people's events and talk about, oh my God, Ink is breaking up with me. I'm going to need you guys. Oh my God, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. She's trying to find the tear. And then she was like, Gordon is manic. I don't know what to do. Like, that is why you deserve to be embarrassed the way that you got embarrassed. Because if you would have kept it just in your personal story and you guys just doing what you're doing over there when you have the cameras in your house, really the women wouldn't be able to check you about nothing. But you kept bringing it to the group. Giselle had an event for her daddy. You brought up Gordon and Ink. Wendy's having her 40th birthday. You brought up Gordon and Ink. You kept bringing them up. And then when they start asking you questions, okay, well, this don't make sense. Now it's like, oh my gosh, why are you guys in my business? You thought you ate, girl. You thought you was going to eat with this foolish storyline, and it ate you. It bit you in the behind. I guess, y'all, this video getting too long. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Please like, comment, and subscribe.